What's going on, everybody? It is the Wolfman of Comedy, Big Adrian, coming at you for another episode of Howling at Life, everybody. Thank you. So want to let you know, everybody, we're doing this episode one day late because I didn't feel like it. It was Thanksgiving weekend, so I didn't want to videotape on Sunday, but I did want to get an episode out for everybody. For everybody out there on the Wolfpack. You can always follow me on social media, Big Adrian Lopez, Big Adrian, all one word on Facebook. My 3 Instagrams, which is Big Daddy L714, Wolf Daddy 714, and Big Adrian Comedy. Look at that. Beautiful. And I appreciate everybody that left comments on all the previous episodes that we had. I know that Spooky Bitch, you're always there responding. I know, Grecia, you've been there too, and we've had plenty of people in the Wolfpack. Hey, look, spread the word, everybody. I know that this podcast is here. I'm doing a solo episode today, so we're gonna just recap a lot of Thanksgiving and just kind of get everybody ready because we're in December now. You know what I mean? It's crazy. We're in December now. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to really get in here and kind of get us all prepped for this time of the year. For sure, I've been mentioning it throughout the last episodes. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that's probably going to be going on this end of the year, so we'll kind of cover that a little bit. I'm going to be downloading the subscription for my site so I can get this movie up on YouTube. It is officially edited and done, so I'm very happy with that for sure. You can always follow me on YouTube, especially if you are listening or watching on YouTube, right? It's Big Adrian, the Wolfman of Comedy on YouTube. That's my channel. And of course, if you're listening, it's on Spotify. But the movie will be on my channel. It'll come out. It is a film short. It did end up being about 26 minutes long. I wanted to make it longer, but you know what? First time around, Howling Big Productions doing their thing. And we got a really good product out there for sure. I know there's a couple of projects I want to be doing for next year. 3 film shorts I want to be doing. I got 2 horror films I want to do. I want to do one serious one because I want to start being able to get them ready to start setting into film festivals for sure. So a lot of stuff's going on. We just got through Thanksgiving, everybody. I'll be honest with you, y'all, especially for everybody that's watching, I had to use a lot of Pepto-Bismol today. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Oh my God. I overly ate. I don't know if everybody, how your Thanksgiving was. I hope it was at least some gratitude or some thankfulness in that deal. I ate so much for the last week. Jesus, man, I gained so much weight, and I freaking pooped it all out today, man. I needed cheese, bread, mashed potatoes. I needed like some Sprite, man. Man, my stomach cannot roll like that, yo, man. Getting older, man, it's a whole different deal for sure. But man, it was horrible, man. I don't know if anybody else had a great Thanksgiving, man, but it was a lot of eating, everybody. God dang. So much eating that was happening that my stomach said no. It said we're in December. We're gonna exit out all of November in one day. How about that? So just a lot of stuff. But a lot of stuff did occur over the holiday season for me, for sure. I think that, one of the things happened is that, my parents were able to come down from Vegas and celebrate, which was awesome. And, every time that I get to spend with my folks, you know what I mean? It's precious to me because, you don't know how long we have on this earth, to be honest with you. Whether you think it's flat or not, dog, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that it is or whatever the hell, but it was always a good thing to be able to see my folks come and visit. A lot of good memories, a lot of good times. Some people don't understand that, some of our time can be limited, right, on this earth. I think that, for a lot of us, we don't understand that, sometimes when we're hanging around people, we don't know, how many more times we do have to visit with them, right? I love the little saying at the end of Sandlot, right, where it talks about, we didn't know if this was the last time we were ever going to play, you know what I mean? Kind of a deal. So we kind of really don't know if it's the last time that we're ever going to be around people. This is why I always try to give you some topics and some stuff that are you know what I mean, current, some stuff that's relatable when I do comedy, if I tattoo, man, if I run groups or whatever I'm doing, if I meet y'all, man, I want to make that point right there, that one moment, right, means something, because you never know if you're ever going to meet these people again, you know what I'm saying? And part of the thing that I've realized in my life, y'all, is that sometimes we think that we have unlimited time. And so I was thankful to get some time with my folks. They came down. My mom brought her stuffing. My dad bought his potato salad. It's almost all gone, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We also was able to see my youngest son play his first basketball game of the season, y'all. Los Amigos High School. And they won. Jesus, they creamed the shit out of these guys, man. Like they doubled the points of the visiting team. It was insane because I know last season when my son played basketball, they sucked. All right, they sucked a lot. Okay. So I want to let you know, man, he rocked it. It was cool. My parents got to go see him. I got to go see him. It was cool to see him in his element, man. Growing up, man, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. I remember when my kid was like small, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, from the hospital, 1, 2, and now he's 16, 6'1". He's doing his thing with the sports. And time went quick, man. I don't know if anybody here realizes, like, we're already in December, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're in December already. You know what I'm saying? And, the time kind of went quick. That's why a lot of people right now, you're probably stressing out about Christmas. You're probably tripping out about, like, if you have enough money for gifts. I know I went to go and donate plasma today, and one of the guys was asking me, he's like, hey, did you buy your gifts already? And I said, yeah, bro, I'm just waiting for them to get delivered from Amazon, pretty much. He goes, oh, man, no, I'm backed up, bro. You know what I mean? I'm behind, whatever. And that's one of the things that I kind of realized, you know what I mean? There's a couple of things that I have to order, but, like, I'm kind of ahead of the game a little bit, which is cool. You know what I mean? But you never really know how precious that time is. You know what I mean? I remember hearing this person ask about, how many more Christmases you think you got left? How many more Thanksgivings do you think you got left? You don't have to have a lot of time, but if you do have time with people, y'all, please make that damn thing worth it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. But I mean it, man. Like, some people, they still have like grudges and resentments going on. Some people are still holding on to the past a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And we're getting too old to be holding on to shit like that, I mean, somebody did you wrong, yeah, but how long ago was that? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's not in your life, they don't text you, call you, which is a lot of people hit me up. We get a lot of people that listen. The first episode of Howling at Life was like popping. I was like, fuck, we're gonna get fucking badass, you know what I mean? And then it just kind of dwindled down, and I'm still doing the podcast. I'm still kind of trying to put something out there, so hopefully you get something from it. Maybe you haven't heard the podcast in a while. Go back and listen to some fucking episodes. Get back into the swing of shit. Let people know what's going on. Maybe they need to hear some of the stuff, or maybe some stuff will ring to you for reals. But time goes pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like I was mentioning before, when it was Thanksgiving weekend, this last weekend. And I was tripping out because I was like, fuck, Sunday was December 1st already. You know what I mean? And I was like, I still remember when it was like April, May, June. I don't know where all the months went. I still remember when me and my Monster Squad were going to start filming the movie, right? Athletes, the name of the movie, the film short. And I remember when we were just kind of spearheading and talking about it in March, man. We were like February, March, we were kind of talking about it. And then it was like June or whatever. Now it's already edited. It's already the end of the year. You know what I mean? And time kind of goes by quick. The only thing that doesn't go by quick is the damn weekends, man. The weekends go by quick, but the weeks don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, a work week fucking lags, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then the weekend goes like, and it's done. So, whatever you have with people or whatever's going on, whether it's they've done wrong to you or whatever, unless it's something you really can't forgive, some really heinous shit, right? But like, we're getting too old, man. And that's something that I kind of realized I realized that shit like this Saturday. You know, I mean, my parents were visiting, and one of the things that I was realizing is we went to my mom's uncle Tio Kiko, his birthday party this weekend, celebrating 90 years old, y'all. This cat was born in 1934, y'all, right? And so, 90 years of life, man. And, when we look at it and we look back at certain things, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could seem like it goes quick. Sometimes it could seem like, fuck, dude, that's a lot right there. But, for a lot of us, man, let's get real. We don't know how much time we have moving forward. We don't know how much time is still left. And if you're still carrying grudges and stuff like that, maybe those grudges and resentments that you got are making it hard for you to be grateful and thankful for what you got today. You know what I'm saying? Maybe those things are stopping your positive energy, your fucking motivation to howl at life. And that's something that I kind of saw, man. Like, when I drove my parents, and I'm not gonna lie, man, like when I drive my parents, I'm like super careful. I'm overly stressed. Am I driving right? And all this other shit. So it's not like the easiest thing, like, oh, this is so cool. But we drove from Buena Park and we drove down to like Vista. If anybody knows, that's kind of past Oceanside, down south. And, we got there, we're visiting with my mom's, side of the family, her cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff. And I think her aunt is 91, I think. You know what I'm saying? And, but I remember seeing my mom's cousin and how much like her cousins were telling her, how much they love my mom and shit. And like we grew up with each other and you know what I mean? They're still around, you know what I'm saying? And then one of my mom's cousins started dancing with, my mom's uncle Kiko, you know what I'm saying? And man, I lost it, man. I got so emotional and stuff like that because like just the night before from Saturday, that party, I got to see my youngest start playing his first basketball game in his sophomore year, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, fuck, dude, like I'm seeing people grow up. Seeing people grow older, you know what I mean? Like we were privileged enough to be able to have some life experiences, you know what I'm saying? And, we never really know how many more of those that we have, right? We never really know, how much, saying, hey man, I'll see you next time. We don't know if there's a next time, you know what I mean? And so every time, like, I try to tell my peoples, hey, I love you, man. Take care. You know what I mean? I'll see the bid or whatever. But I'm always trying to throw that love a little bit, just because you never know. You know what I mean? If that's the last time they're gonna hear it, right? And it was a trip because even like my son came home from work, the other one that lives with me, right? And my parents were here and he gave my mom a hug and then like he was about to split and then he came back around the couch and gave me a hug. He's like, all right, Dad, you too, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how many more hugs I'll have, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much more I'll be able to do, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people that, are going through some surgeries, big prayers to all the people that are trying to heal right now. Big prayers to all the people that are trying to make some Christmas miracle magic happen, y'all. We try to make the best from what we can do, you know what I'm saying? And I know for me, I'm not giving a lot of presents, a lot of expensive presents. I'm just not doing it. I'm giving a lot of little presents, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also, I'll give a drum roll to this, Wolfman is also trying to start looking at getting to a house again, y'all. What? The Wolfman has been looking at getting into a house to rent one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And, it'd be kind of cool to move forward. I think a lot of times when we're, a little bit doubtful or we're a little bit, nervous about where we're at in our lives, right? I think a lot of us, we don't understand that, this might just be that little part in your life where you're just kind of on the side real quick. You're not moving forward. There's not a lot of momentum. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of that can kind of, start weighing on you, man. It can start weighing on your mind. It can start weighing on your motivation. It can start weighing on your spirit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And this time of the year, it kind of does that to people. I've noticed a lot of people where I work at relapsing. There's, people starting to get suicidal because they're lonely. There's some people that are starting to feel, they're going to start isolating a little bit more because they feel like, I should be somewhere or whatever the case is. And it's a trip, man, because there's tons of places to be around this time of year. You know what I mean? If you don't have nothing going on, fucking go volunteer somewhere, man. It doesn't take a lot to go volunteer somewhere and let somebody else's day, be special, because you're there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, y'all. This week, this Thanksgiving week, not only did I eat a lot, but I was able to spend time with people, man. The people that were there, we get into this mindset where a lot of us, we start reflecting on who's not in our life. I wish this person was around more. I wish we hung around, and I wish me and my cousins were more close and whatever. You know what I mean? But like my boy Sammy, very first friend, his family at this point, right? We got to spend some time with him on Thanksgiving, then come back and have a little, dinner with, my family. Spooky Bitch was there and she cooked. Thank you, Spooky Bitch, for that, for the wonderful meal right there. And, the little moments that we had, like, I remember, my parents stayed with me from, like, Thursday night to, like, Sunday morning, right? And Thursday night, Friday night, me and my mom were staying up because my dad had to go to sleep because he was tired. But me and my mom would, just be watching TV together, right? Where there was, like, the best Family Feud, or this movie that I was seeing on Netflix, The Cage, which is a great French film that's dubbed in English, but it was about MMA fighting. And she sat there and watched it with me. And she's like, I don't want to, oh my God, what are they doing? And she gets all riled up with these movies, right? And but she still stayed in there like a champ, y'all, man. You know what I mean? She stayed to watch the whole thing. And it was just, we didn't have to say much, but like we had these little moments where we communicated a little bit. On the trip down to Vista for the party, I got to spend a little time with my dad, and because he was in the passenger seat, I was in the front, and we chopped up some stories a little bit, you know what I mean, kind of a deal. And it doesn't have to be a lot, y'all. A lot of us think that this time of year you have to give a lot. Sometimes you have to get some of your time. You'd be surprised how much some of your time can be very precious to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I think, a lot of us, if we're holding on to them grudges and we're holding on to resentments, they ain't going to do you no good. You know what I mean? You're pissed off. You're hurt. That's really what it is. Why not this holiday season, give yourself the gift of healing, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Just be grateful for what you have, what's in your life, and pray for the things that aren't, man. You know what I mean? I did a group the other week because I started this new job. I'm rocking with this job, right? And I remember I was asking them, especially during last week, a lot of people were doing like gratitude and thankful for Thanksgiving. It was, the topic. And I swung the topic of being grateful, but in a different way. I had asked the clients, I said, hey, man, what are you grateful for that's not in your life anymore, man? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we look at things that are not in our life, like, like FOMO, we're missing out on something. You know what I'm saying? I've learned that in the last couple months. I've learned that, I've had to delete people off my social media, delete people off my contact list, not because I don't want them to be hitting me up, but they don't make the effort, then I'm not going to make the effort. You know what I mean? And when that's happening, you know what I mean? I don't have to have a phone list full of people on my phone to feel important anymore. That's a lot of growth for the wolf man. I'm just going to let you know. But, this next year, there's going to be a lot of stuff. And later on this month, we'll talk about, the holiday season, the gift of giving and stuff, and some resolutions. You know what I mean? We'll have some of those things like we did last year. But I realize, if they're not making an effort and they don't make time, I'm not making time, bro. You know what I mean? Because my time is precious. So, I just pray for the people that aren't in my life. And that's one of the things that I was talking with these clients about. I was telling them, like, what are you grateful for that's not in your life? Like, I know you miss out. I know you wish certain things were there. But is it really affecting your life, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I wish I had some more people in my life or people that would contact me more and this and that. But at the same time, is it really detrimental to where my life's at right now? You know what I mean? I know I want certain things, but let's get real. Do I have everything that I need? And that's something that I kind of thought about this weekend. You know what I mean? Like, right now I'm coming home. I donate plasma, so I pulled out some money. I had some money, but I forgot to put it. I couldn't put it in my schools first because the ATM was down at Stater Brothers. Fix that motherfucker. But like I was able to put some money in the gas tank. I didn't fill it up, but I got 3/4 of a tank. That's enough, bro. That'll get me through the week. You know what I mean? I got some food I got tons of leftovers, y'all. Jesus Christ, I got tons of Mexican candies, all sorts of shit I shouldn't have for sure. But I started thinking, do I have enough though? I have food in there. Yeah, I do. Do I wish I had fucking steak every day? Yeah, but you know what I mean? I have food though. You know what I'm saying? Do I wish certain people were in my life and whatever? Yeah, but at the same time, I can't force people to be in my life. So I just pray for those people, man. I don't wish them ill will, right? Because I don't want whatever energy and whatever time, whatever efforts that I got, I don't want them wasted on having hate in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because that just drags you down. So this last week was looking at, what do I have? Like even at my mom's Tío Kiko's party, there wasn't a lot of people. 5 years ago, they had another party at the same place, and there's more people. You know what I mean? And I looked around going, fuck, man, like there should be more people. But whoever was there enjoyed themselves, man. They had a blast, food. They took pictures with Tío Kiko. They had tons of food, dog. Like, fuck, man, I had to stop eating. But it was enough. You know what I mean? Like, the decorations were enough. They decked it out for sure. But it was enough. You know what I mean? The moments that everybody shared was enough. I got to hear some stories that I hadn't heard for a while. I got to see my mom connecting with her cousins because she hasn't in a while. You know what I mean? I got to see 5 generations in that side of the family, take pictures and stuff. And everybody got to do a little bit of an interview with the photographer guy, the guy taking the video. And it was cool, man, just those moments, I understand like a lot of people take like selfies and shit, you know what I'm saying? And whatever. And it's like in the moment, get it? But like when you really take time to be around people that are special because especially if you don't see them a lot, you know what I'm saying? Take a video, man, take a picture, memorize that. Not just because you're out there fucking, oh, look I got fucking dragon fruit from the grocery store and shit. Like, stop fucking your grocery shopping and your food shit. Except for me and my Monster Squad. We eat a lot and we like the food we eat, so we do post some shit. But those are the moments, man. You don't have to spend 50 million pictures to enjoy one moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, it's just like back in the day. It was funny, like I was thinking about this, when you used to have the old Polaroids or the little disposable cameras. You took the picture and whatever picture you had, that was it, bro. You made the most of it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Years later, we didn't worry about fucking having the right pose or the right filter and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I think I blinked. If you blinked, you were fucked. You know what I'm saying? That was it, dog. And it was funny because like years later, sometimes like my mom should pull out a photo album and you'll see the pictures and it's like a weird picture with the weird pose or, the red in the eyes. Everybody always had red in the eyes and shit. But I just remember the moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about if the pose was great. I'm not worried about, if everybody was in the picture. I don't worry about all that. I just, hey, dog, I got to remember the thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't for little shit either. It was like trips and birthdays and stuff like that. It wasn't just because I was walking or, you know what I mean? Like getting ready in the morning or some of this other shit that people fucking do, man. You know what I mean? That has no fucking, no real importance today. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see pictures of like my Uncle Ruben who passed, you know what I'm saying? Or like people that have passed or, the people that are still in my life and stuff. I'm able to pull out pictures and be like, you know what? Damn, I remember that person. You know what I mean? And it means more. There's more heart to that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're still holding on to some grudges, if you're still holding on to resentments, think about why you're still holding on to them. And is it doing any good in your life, bro? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Some of you people and people that are listening, you ain't gonna get this, but the people that are watching, this is some bomb ass shit from Kroger, man. I think this is at Food for Less or some shit. But this grapefruit citrus soda, 0 calorie, 0 sugar, caffeine free shit. It's almost like a zero, scored 0 or some shit. It is fucking phenomenal. It's fucking great. I can't stop drinking the damn thing. But see, even for soda, man, I'm all grateful and shit. Like, oh my god, this tastes so fucking great. Oh my god, it's just stupid shit. But I mean, I think the thing is that, getting into this time of year, we're getting into that aspect again. We just got out of being that thankfulness, that gratefulness from last week. If you did or you didn't, you know what I mean? I hope you did. But now we're getting into this part where it's like Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Me and my Monster Squad, we're going to be going this weekend to the Reign of Terror Christmas edition. That's where we're going. We are that kind of fucking crazy, y'all. So this December 6th and 7th, Friday and Saturday of this week, Reign of Terror out in Thousand Oaks is having their Christmas edition. It's still a Halloween maze, but they kind of doll it up for Christmas a little bit. And me and my Monster Squad are going to be heading out that way to go celebrate and, just kind of hang out. You know what I mean? Then the following week, we're having a little white elven gift exchange party and simple little gift exchange game night. Just to get together, man. A lot of times we spent harboring hatred. We spent time harboring those grudges. And like I said, what good is it doing you right now, man? We're getting too old to be carrying shit like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people that, are older than me, that are still holding on to this crap that's happened so long with these people. And, sometimes you just grow out of it, bro. Sometimes you just fucking... You know what I mean? Like, it's not that important to keep that fire going. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't hang out with all the people that aren't around, but you know what I mean? I don't wish them no ill will. I'm like, yeah, I hope your life's going good, bro. Fuck it. You're not able to be in my life, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I've had to work on really not taking that personal, but I did have to look at this weekend, looking at some of the things for myself, right? That, I don't want to end 2024, okay, still being pissed off, still holding all this crap and this muck and this stuff that's weighing me down because of something's not happening in my life, this person's not in it, why did they leave me, why did this person go, why is things not happening myself, to do what, man? Come on, it's going to be 2025 before you know it. It's going to be like a couple more weeks, few more weeks. 2025, and we're still holding on to shit from 1987. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of soundtracks so I can swing this fucking thing right here, man. This soda's fucking great. I'm gonna have to give me another one. But, I just realized this weekend, man, I got very emotional and, saw some really precious moments. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to make the whatever minutes I got left count. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be hitting there talking shit on people, being pissed off, they don't reach out enough or whatever. Hey, sometimes you got to reach out to these fucking people. And if you want them to hit you up just for your validation, dog, you're probably keeping their number around or them on your social media for the wrong fucking expectation, dog. Because that's what I realized this weekend, man. I started deleting people like crazy, and it wasn't easy. Some of them were kind of tough, man. But at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean? I go through and kind of weed out certain times of the year. I start weeding out like numbers. I start like filtering out my social media. It's cool to have people, the numbers and shit. But at the same time, like, how many of y'all have people on your social media you've never even seen before? They don't even know you, dog. You know what I mean? They like when you're posting, you're like, I got another follower and shit. And I know here on the podcast, I really like more followers. So spread the news, everybody. Spread the news. But at the same time, if it doesn't happen, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gets amazed. I get amazed a little bit. Like last week, we had like one listener. And the previous weeks, we had a few more listeners than that. You know what I mean? And I didn't think we were going to have any because, you go through these slumps. I got one listener, I get two listeners, and all of a sudden it shoots up to like 6 or fucking 7 or 8, and the numbers go up, but then they don't, whatever. But if I was just spending all my time trying to get those numbers, then where's your validation from? Whether I get the numbers or not, fucking, I'm solid with me. I mean, I'm working enough to be solid with me. The reason why I'm solid with me is because I let go of all that shit that used to weigh down my value, yo. I mean, let's get real. So a lot of y'all people listening, or even if you're not listening, I feel like there's a lot of people out there my wolf pack and future wolf pack, right? Everybody has value, man. Everybody has worth. But are the grudges, is the hatred, is the resentments, are they weighing down your value so you can't really appreciate? You know what I'm saying? You kind of, whenever you get diamonds, and of course they're made with pressure and all that shit, but if you don't get them out of the dirt and they're just covered with dirt, that's all they are. They're just fucking something in dirt, and it just looks like a big lump of fucking dirt. You know what I mean? Same thing with like gold and shit and metals and precious shit, right? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta clean off the dirt because you might not be able to see the value that's hidden underneath it. And let's get real, y'all. How many of y'all struggle to see your value out there, man? I know that's something for me that really, this weekend I got to notice. And I'll give you an example. So this weekend I got all dressed up, whatever, right, to go to this party on Saturday for my mom's uncle. And the whole time I'm wondering, dude, like, oh my God, is my facial hair okay? Or, that little piece right here, my beard is not touched up or whatever. And I was wondering what they were going to think of me. I feel overweight. I'm eating too much. I'm too big and whatever. And, in my head, I was already decreasing my value, right? Because I was looking at, what I wasn't, right? Even though, like, last week, everybody, just to let you know, Big Adrian, the Wolfman of Comedy, officially has received his master's degree certificate in the mail, y'all. Thank you. I officially got that bitch, man, and it was cool, man, and, that was a great accomplishment. The movie's finished, man, that's a good accomplishment. It's a lot of accomplishments, man. Well, this weekend, when I was at my mom's uncle's party, I was so worried about how I looked and how people were going to see me, and do I look fat, and I don't know, and I look ugly, and whatever, my hairline's receding, all sorts of little fucking shit, right? And it didn't even matter. Everybody was happy that I was there. Everybody was happy that I, was listening to them. The fact that we're all there together, eating food, eating way food, like a lot of food. That we were sharing some laughs, bro. That was really what was important. It had nothing to do with what the hell my head was trying to fuck with me with, bro. But let's get real. If I would have focused on what was happening with my head, how many of those moments would I have missed because I was dredging up those resentments I had with myself? All those moments that I had, man, where it was like very emotional and like touching, you know what I'm saying? I could see these little moments, little moments where I could glimpse it, right? If I was stuck in my head because I was blocked off from all that fucking, those precious times right there, I wouldn't have seen them. I would have been so in my head and, been miserable and irritable, and I would have been like, oh man, I'm getting too fat, and all this other shit, right? I would just been a douche, man. And, for some people, I'm not saying y'all are douches, but let's get real. Maybe the fact that you're not confident is the fact that you're holding some shit that's weighing you down. Maybe the fact that you don't see your value, or you're not shooting for future shit, or you're more stressed out, or you're putting all this pressure on yourself, especially during the holiday season. It happens that way, right? Maybe it's because you don't see how good you are, because a lot of this crap that you're carrying that's weighing you down is fucking up your vision of yourself. And I've seen that with some solid people. I've seen that with some really good people, man. And I've been talking with some people the last couple weeks. And it's like, look, y'all, I'm here, you know what I mean, to help you out in whatever way I can, right? But at the same time, I can't be chasing you for that, man. Some people got to do their part, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I also got to do that with myself. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I saw this weekend. A lot of the shit that I think about myself that makes me feel ugly to me, like in the big scheme of shit, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared that I was eating. Nobody cared that except for my dad. He was tripping out. I got a second plate. But, other than that, it's like, hey, dude, you know what I mean? Like, some people, You know what I'm saying? They live life happy, and that's something that I've kind of realized that I got to learn how to do more, man. I get into my head too much, and then I get into my feelings, and then I get into that fucking weight that I'm carrying, and I add more to that, and then what ends up happening is I think I'm a piece of shit. I think I'm a failure. I think, it's not possible, and all these other things, I don't see my value, man. And those grudges and those resentments that we have, especially towards ourselves, man, those motherfuckers weigh you the fuck down, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it does. Some people, they are in dead-end relationships. They're in dead-end jobs. They're like not doing anything for striving. They're not trying to get no hobbies. They're just trying to pay the bills. And if that's your deal, that's your deal. But if you're liking that lifestyle, you can't complain about that motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you're complaining about it, that means there's something about you that just knows that there's something more for your life. But maybe that crap that's weighing you down is not letting you see that value. It's not letting you see and take that chance for yourself to be better, right? To strive for better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're like, oh, it's cool, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Fuck yeah, I'm grateful. This is great, whatever. Then this ain't for you, dog. Like, you're doing what you got to be doing. You reach your goal. That's it. Your fucking life's where it's got to be at. But you know when you're in that fucking mode where you're like, fuck, man, I wish I could make more. Man, I wish this was happening better. Blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're complaining about your life, what is it that you're holding in your own way that doesn't allow you to get that fucking life that you need and you deserve, dog? You know what I'm saying? And it might be as simple as, just coming off of this week of gratitude and stuff and thankfulness, man. I don't have everything that I want, man, but do I have enough? Yeah, I kind of do, man. You know what I mean? I'm kind of cool. I mean, I'm looking at a house, to get into and that kind of stuff, which is cool. I can stay where I'm at, though, and be all right. You know what I mean? But I think that, I'm trying to shoot and just kind of go out. And this is because my dad told me this shit, dude. I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about having more space. I saw them getting up the stairs. I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I had a house so they wouldn't have to climb so many stairs on the second floor of my apartment. And my dad's like, well, this time of year is a good time to start renting. And I'm like, well, let me fucking start looking at some places, dog. You know what I mean? Because I saw some places that were really, really affordable. And it kind of got me motivated, man. If nothing else, it's like, closer to my Monster Squad, maybe get a little more get-togethers a little bit, a little closer. I was looking like in Anaheim, Garden Grove, Fullerton, Buena Park and stuff. And there's a lot of things that are available. But it's not to be like, I got a house. It's because what I want to do with the house. I want to be able to be closer to people. I want to be able to be, you know what I mean, move a little ahead. And that's all you need sometimes. You just need that little ahead. But if I didn't see that I was worth it, man, I'll be honest with you, my life would be way the fuck worse too, though. You know what I'm saying? How many people out there that are listening, you know what I mean? How many of y'all settle for worse because you don't see that you're worth more? Oh, shit! And I've seen that with people. I used to do that with myself all the time, especially this time of year, man. I had some brutal fucking Christmases where, like, you know what I mean? I didn't have enough for gifts. Even if they were small gifts, I didn't have enough for nothing, man. And that kind of weighs on, how you think about yourself, especially if you don't think highly of yourself. You don't see your value, right? You know what I mean? I always felt like, man, I should have done more. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not good enough. And that's kind of like a fucked off spot, you know what I mean, to go into the end of the year with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only got like 3 more weeks or some shit of this fucking month or whatever the fuck it is. And that's fucking like shitty to end the year, like thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand everybody's going to probably make New Year's resolutions. I'm going to do better next year. Why don't you finish off this year better, dog? You know what I mean? Be like, you know what? I made it through the fucking year, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, man, whatever we got, fuck it. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, go back and watch fucking Charlie Brown Christmas. Those motherfuckers didn't have that fucking tree Charlie Brown picked was like fucking shit, dog. Like, it was like a tweaker tree, dog. That motherfucker was all fucking sucked up and shit, all fucking hanging low and shit. Like straight from a trap house looking tree. You know what I'm saying? But look at everybody got together, everybody added a little bit to it, man, and the fucking tree just fucking was full, man. It was bright. You know what I mean? Nobody gave a shit if they argued with each other through the year. Nobody cared about, what had happened. Nobody cared about, because if everybody watches the cartoon, you'll know that everybody gets all pissy at fucking Charlie Brown. And it takes one motherfucker to be like, hey, this isn't a bad tree, bro. I think it was Linus. And he puts that shit on the bottom, and then everybody starts fucking bringing decorations from Snoopy's fucking thing, and all of a sudden it's a beautiful fucking tree, man, and everybody starts, they start doing that whole singing and shit. And that's the best part of that whole deal, man, at the end part, man. That gets me, man, that emotional thing. And all it was a little bit of time and effort, and people were together, and they made magic happen with whatever they fucking had. You know what I mean? You might not have everything you got in your life, but you know what? You really don't need those fucking grudges and resentments and all that fucking weight that you're carrying, all that baggage, man, because guess what? You'll never get that fucking tree up in your life. You'll never be that miracle that you need to see, that blessing you need to see, if all that shit's weighing you down. You know what I mean? And we're starting off December, y'all. Like I said, me and the Monster Squad are already planning shit to do and stuff like that. But we're ending the year, and the year's gonna end quick, right? And I think the thing is that you might be busy trying to get the company Christmas party and the gifts and see what the fuck's going on. But sit with one of your family members you haven't sat with for a while. You know what I mean? Hear some of their stories. Just hear how they fucking say it. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I heard with my parents. You know what I mean? I've heard their stories millions of times. But just shooting the shit, dude. Watching a movie together. Just sharing a plate of food or whatever it is, man. You know what I mean? And if you don't got nothing like that going on, make some shit happen for yourself this Christmas. You got a couple people, even 2 or 3 people, fuck it. Just make a night happen. You know what I mean? Like me and my Monster Squad do it all the time. It's usually Frankie the Monster, Spooky Bitch, it's me. Sometimes my son kicks in, Sexy Sasquatch. Sometimes we just get together and like, hey, dude, what we're gonna have? That's what fucking Sasquatch told me. We're gonna have another game night. When's the game night? I'm like, hey, dog, calm the fuck down. Like, we just fucking stopped eating Thanksgiving meal. But it's a trip, man. Sometimes you just make some shit happen with just a little something. Have a movie night. Everybody kind of pitch in some food. Have a little potluck. You'd be surprised how different that feels. When me and my squad or me and my peeps get together, we don't have to do a lot, man. But after it's all done, said and done, I'll be honest with you, I feel like, man, I needed that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, some of the Monster Squad, they'll tell you, man, sometimes we'll be in the middle of like a family night or a game night or some fucking shit, right? And somebody will say it, like either me or somebody will say it like, fuck, I needed this, man. Like I needed to just hang out. I needed to just have some together time. You know what I mean? Just to fucking laugh a little bit, just to be like, let me just shake off my fucking work. You know what I mean? Let me just shake off my fucking whatever I'm going through, man. Just those little times that you find that connection that lift you up. Grudges and resentments have no place in none of that shit. See what I'm saying? All of us have gone through shit. Me and my Monster Squad, we've all gone through some shit. We've all, worked on them to let them go, to not, let us, let it fuck up our forward momentum in life. And we've all gone through shit, like we all have, right? But when we get together, it's like, it's a trip, man. Like nothing bad ever happened. Like when I went to my mom's uncle's party, my mom's cousin, she was telling us how she almost fucking died and this, and she had some issues with her stomach, and then her foot got fucked up and whatever, and they fucked her off, and you know what I mean? Like the surgery that they did to fix her almost didn't work, and wow, she almost like died and all that kind of shit. And I was like, fuck. But if you would have seen this chick out and about, man, dancing with her dad and fucking, you know what I mean, just jokes and hugging and whatever, and so loving, man, you would have never known, man, you know what I mean? And a lot of us, we've gone through a lot of crap, this year. Maybe you've gone through some scares, maybe you've gone through some things and they didn't work out, or, you know what I mean? I know I did, man. I tried some shit that didn't work out. I tried some shit that did work out. But, in the long run, though, y'all, this year's coming to a close. This is the first, I'm recording this on the 2nd day of December for sure, but, we got the rest of this month, man. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what you want to do, man. How do you want to end up this fucking year? You want to end up holding fucking shit that happened to you this year and previous years? Or it's about time to let them fucking go. All that shit where you feel like you're not good enough, or your life's not where you want it to be. If it ain't where you want it to be, then fucking take it to where the fuck it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? It's that fucking simple. do something. You know, you're not locked into some shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking donating plasma fucking twice a week just to kind of get a little bit ahead and see what we could do and shit. Like I said, I'm looking at a house this week, and you know, I don't even have all the money to get into the house, bro, but I know I will in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? If that's what has to happen, that's fuck it. That's what has to happen, bro, you know, or whatever. But, you know, sometimes to move ahead, you got to do some small movements to let that happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, after this week and realizing some things, I kind of noticed, you know, in my life, I wish there was more people in my life, but the motherfuckers I got in my life are solid, man. You know, my family, my friends who I consider family. Because I don't really have friends. I have, like, family, dog. You know what I mean? People that have earned up into their family. And especially my Monster Squad. You guys have really became my family. I'm grateful for these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of motherfuckers I hang with. But the ones I hang with make me very thankful, make me very blessed, make me very hopeful, motivate me. Sometimes they just say, you know what, and we shoot little motivation shit to each other and like, hey man, just want to let you know I love you, man, and you know what I mean. I'm very appreciative that you're in my life, bro. You know, I'm so thankful that you're in my life, and you know, sometimes it's those little texts come at like the best time that it could come, dude. You know what I mean? I'm struggling at work, I'm all stressed out, fucking clients, Frankie, you know what the fuck. Sometimes those little fucking things. That's why sometimes we have a little group chat where we kind of check in with each other and stuff. Those mean a lot. It's not it doesn't have to be a big fucking novel, man. Just as simple as a you know, good morning, I hope you have a good day. I'm kind of struggling a little bit, but I'm not gonna let it stop me, big dog. Let's all get it, whatever. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, let's go together. You know what I mean? Same thing with the food thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're struggling, I understand it. Fucking hit a Dollar Tree, hit a food bank. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But you know, you shouldn't have to go without, but you really shouldn't have to go with all the shit that's weighing you down. You know what I mean? If nothing else, y'all, look at, you know, what weight, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional, or spiritual. Look at some of the weight that you can possibly let go now in the beginning of December 2024. That way you can enjoy the rest of this month and really celebrate when the time has come. I mean, I'm telling you right now, it'll change your shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Really see how you can start getting into that spirit. You know what I mean? So like I said, everybody, you can follow me on all my social medias. Thank you for listening. If you're listening, please leave a comment. You know what I mean? I appreciate everyone that does listen, everybody that does comment. If you want to shout out, go ahead and comment after the episode or any of the previous episodes, because I see those as well, because they come up on the new Spotify for creators. But I'm very grateful, y'all. Hey, it's December 2024, just started. Let's fucking get in the mode, y'all, to finish this year strong. You know, this year kind of dragged, but then it didn't at the same time. But hey, look at what you can fucking let go so you can enjoy the rest of this year, so that beginning of next year, man, you're already a little lighter, man. You're already ready for that fight. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for listening for me, everybody. And also, please watch for the movie that's coming out. I know I said I was going to do the other podcast. I have not had a chance to do that other podcast. I don't know if we're going to do that yet or not. But for right now, we got Howling at Life. Watch out for the movie. Should be coming out in a week or so. Because I got to do all sorts of stuff with it so I can make sure I can export it and see that everything's good to go. Hey, everybody, much love and appreciation. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Howling at Life. Please make sure that you like and share and spread the word, everybody. Make those videos. Do what you got to do. See you next time.